Hello and welcome once again to En Breve. I'm Gilberto Pineda for STL TV, and in today's show we have the Vice Chair of the Hispanic Leaders Group and the Chairman of the Board with us visiting to talk about the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance and what the organization does here in St. Louis. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more En Breve right here on STL TV. Welcome back to En Breve, and now I am with Tony Maldonado, who is the chairman of the board of the Hispanic Leaders Group, who oversees also the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance. Tony, tell me a little bit about the organization and the overall view of what Hispanic Leaders Group, what the organization is.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me and having this conversation with me. The Hispanic Leaders Group is a supported voice and supports the advancement of the vibrant Hispanic community. And we do that through networking, education, advocacy to foster harmony and diversity in the greater St. Louis region. We have monthly and bi-monthly programs to educate and do networking with our community. Our purpose is to be a coalition of other Hispanic organizations and to bring them not direct services, but to bring them the opportunity to network with other organizations in the area. And that includes non-Hispanic organizations. In February, traditionally, we talk about new membership, and we also talk about preparing for the advocacy piece of our mission, which is Hispanic Capital Day. And we go with a non-partisan delegation to visit the governor, lieutenant governor, the treasurer, and officials and our local reps and senators at the Senate, and we'll bring Hispanic issues, things that affect our Hispanic communities. April, we have a general membership meeting in April, and we would invite somebody from the city, like the county executive or the governor, or we would invite somebody like Lewis Reed or a safety director to the meeting and have some education to our Hispanic community and let them know what the legislators and the city leaders are doing. From there, we have May, which we start fundraising for the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance. And every month we have a board meeting, and so on and so forth throughout the year until we get to December where we do elections.
Thank you for giving me a little bit of the history and information about the organization. Can you also tell us, Tony, why is it so important to have an organization like the Hispanic Leaders Group representing not only the St. Louis region, but as far as I know, the state?
As it plays out, the importance of Hispanic Leaders Group is that our membership is made up of leaders in their own right, bunch of leaders that do work in the community as presidents of their organizations, as workers of their organizations. So we bring them together. We are a coalition of other Hispanic organizations, and we are the voice for this area when it comes to Hispanic issues, and a big voice. But remember that our organization is made up of other prominent leaders in the community.
Can you elaborate more about the programs that the organization offers to our community and the community at large?
The flagship program is the Premio Esperanza. That is the program that we use to recognize a leader in the community that brings hope to our community. There are leaders in this community that are working volunteer. There are leaders in this community that are leaders of organizations that are paid staff, but there are so many leaders in our community that are not paid. They're all volunteer hours. And we try to recognize those great leaders in our community. And in the past, we've had to drop this thing of Hispanic because there are leaders in our community that help the Hispanic community. But we want to recognize the work of some of these leaders that other leaders nominated.
Tony Antonio Maldonado, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to learn more about the important role that the Hispanic Leaders Group plays in our St. Louis region and also the state. And much success with the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance and all the other programs that you host.
Thank you, Gilberto, for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Bueno, vamos a regresar con más en breve, después de esta breve pausa. No se nos vaya.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Regresamos una vez más con En Breve aquí en STL TV y en estos momentos me encuentro con Sandra Knight, quien es la Vice Chair del Hispanic Leaders Group y también está encargada de el Hispanic Scholarship Alliance. Y Sandra, bienvenida a En Breve y muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
Buenas noches, Gilberto. Gracias por la invitación. Un placer estar aquí contigo.
Bueno, comenzando, quiero preguntarte, why is it so important that the Hispanic Leaders Group decided to create an organization like the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance that invites many organizations in our Latino community to participate in doing something so great, which is giving scholarships to students?
As part of the mission of the Hispanic Leaders Group, one of the factors is education. And therefore, in 2007, Lieutenant Colonel Jaime Torres decided to take the leadership to create an alliance between the many Hispanic organizations in our community. He started with the support of Maria Teresa Maldonado, who was the president then of the Puerto Rican Society, and Guillermo Rodriguez, who was the president of the ECS. And now we have approximately 10 organizations who are members of the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance.
And Sandra, you did talk a little bit about what the importance of the organization is, but what is the biggest function, the priority, and also what is the current greatest need?
Okay, the most important function is to advance the education level, the economic condition, social and cultural condition of the Hispanics in our community. One of the needs that we still have is sponsors. We have a few sponsors right now, and we love to have many more people supporting this cause. All of us really believe that it's important to support the Latino students, and so they all have come together, and they have their own scholarship, and we present it in one occasion, usually at the end of July.
So, Sandra, who qualifies for the scholarships and how can people apply?
Any student who is academically motivated, who is involved in their community, they're active on their campus or in their high school, whether it is sports, academics, whatever. And we're looking for those kind of students. And we also take into account student financial needs. And this is just for the HLG. one or the other, some of the other organizations may have different requirements.
Once again, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance and the Hispanic Leadership Group. And I am wishing you tons of success in raising the money that you need in order to continue to assist our students. And now, vamos a regresar con más en breve después de esta pausa y vamos a estar platicando con María Reyes, quien va a estar entrevistando a los estudiantes que han recibido estos scholarships. No se nos vaya.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
The Hispanic Scholarship Alliance is a non-for-profit organization that offers scholarships to Hispanic students that qualify to help them with their education. Recently, we sat with the mother and son duo who have both won scholarships from the organization, Catherine and Mateo Blumel. They shared with us their experience.
So I was, I was looking for ways to fund my education, and just having the opportunity to have this scholarship, that meant a lot to me. I was able to complete my associate's degree and then applied for this scholarship. And then that was just a huge incentive for me to continue with my bachelor's. That support that we have here in this area with Hispanic Scholarship Alliance was very encouraging to me. I can do this, and not only that, but I can also the product of that can impact other people.
Catherine explains why she pursued and applied for the scholarship and what her journey with the application process was like.
So one of my teachers, she told me about it. She told me about this, and she's like, yeah, I think you would be a good candidate, so you can apply. So she gave me the information, and I just went and filled out the papers and submitted through that. And so yeah, she was awesome that she shared that information with me because I didn't know about it. It was very easy actually. So she just all I had to do was just complete the application, which the application is not that extensive. It's just maybe 2-3 pages asking about, my major and what I was gonna be studying. I had to submit, my transcripts and a few letters of recommendation, and just, say why I wanted the scholarship, what I was gonna do with it. So basically that was it.
Mateo explains to us what prompted him to pursue the same scholarship his mother had previously won and what he hopes to accomplish with the help of this award.
First of all, she was the main driving point for me to get this. She told me how it's benefited her and in her academic life, and it just drove me to pursue that, that same scholarship and that same goal as she did. And so, when I found out that I was the recipient of the scholarship, one of them at least, I was just very excited and very happy to be a part of that with my mother. So I'm majoring to become a vocal major in music, and so I am an aspiring artist in several bands and solo projects. And this grant and this scholarship is going to help me with my some voice lessons to refine and master my voice and to become the best singer and artist I can be, and hopefully influence the world with my music.
We asked Mateo what advice he would give to anyone applying or thinking of applying for the scholarship. This was his advice.
Just be honest and to, lay it all out on the line, for the scholarship. It doesn't hurt to, let them know about everything that you're about to do. Be specific as possible, and, just continue to work hard and better yourself. And the committee, right? The committee will pick up on that, that you are a hard worker, that you are striving to be the best person you can be academically and, in the community as well. And so that's the advice I'd give to someone applying for this scholarship. Just be as honest as possible and work as hard as you can for it.
Catherine ends our interview with some words of gratitude for the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance.
I just would like to say thank you. Thank you to all the people that are part of this committee, part of this organization. Thank you for those people that are supporting Hispanic.
Thank you, Maria, and congratulations once again to the students that are recipients of the Hispanic scholarships. Another note that I would like to leave you with about the Hispanic Leaders Group and the Hispanic Scholarship Alliance. In 2009, they gave $8,000 to 10 Latino students. This past July, they were able to raise over $70,000 to give 45 students the same scholarships. Now, they had over 300 Latino students who applied for scholarships in 2020. Their goal in the future is to raise $300,000 so they can assist as many Latinx students as they can. So visit them on their Facebook page at Hispanic Leaders Group, and we'll have more information so you can either apply or donate. Bueno, con eso, nos vemos hasta la próxima. Este es Gilberto Pinela para STL TV.